for the fourth and final game of the 2025 Polk State Classic. We remind you that Polk State College Health Center is a smoke and tobacco-free facility. This game features the South Georgia State College Hawks from Douglas, Georgia as the visiting team against the Polk State College Eagles as the home team. First we'll introduce the starters for the visiting South Georgia State College Hawks. Starting at guard, 6'4" sophomore from the North Georgia number 0, once again, our point guard, 6'2" sophomore from the Georgia number 1, Frank Callaway. Our point guard, 6'1" sophomore from the South Carolina, Matthew Roberts. Starting guard, 6'2" sophomore from the Georgia. For the Polk State College Eagles, that score is 6'4" freshman from all number 0, captain William Valdez. Frank guard, 6'3" freshman from all number 1, Eric Bailey. Sergeant Moore, 6'3" freshman from all number 10, Ethan Simon. Starting guard, 6'5" freshman from all number 21, Ray Jackson. And starting guard, 6'3" freshman from all number 1. Good. In his ninth year, the head coach Brent Dial, assistants of Michael Breen and Dr. Williams, and the president of Dr. Angela Kennedy. The officials for this contest are referee Anthony Ogunlay and umpire Lee Brown and Joshua Angulo.
What's going on, Hawks Nation? We will have our second JUCO Christmas Classic. The South Georgia State Hawks will be going against the Polk State Eagles, and tip-off will begin shortly. Polk State winning the tip-off. And they pass the ball around. Polk State drives, kicks it out to the corner for three. And Polk State hits first with the triple. Callaway taking the ball up the court. Callaway kicks it out to the corner to Roberts. Roberts pulls up from the elbow. No good. Rebound by Polk State. Polk State nearly loses the ball. However, they still keep it and put the ball up for two. And the Hawks call timeout after nearly losing the ball from the double team. We're back from our timeout. Hawks will have kept possession. Chandler Thomas inbound the ball to Trey Callaway. Callaway spins, kicks out to Roberts. Roberts kicks it to Chandler. And now Callaway receives a screen from Aaron Jones. Callaway passes the ball out to Roberts. Roberts pulls up for a deep two and it's good with the shot clock winding down. Polk State tries to get a quick answer back for three, and they got it. And now Callaway crossing half court. Hands the ball off to Matthew Roberts. Roberts turns the ball over. Stolen by Polk State. Not sure what happened, but Polk State still keeps the ball. Now Polk passes the ball across the court for three. No good. Rebound by Jones. Callaway passes to Aaron Jones, who passes it to Chandler Thomas. Thomas drives to the lane. Scoops in is good. Now Polk State quickly inbounds the ball. Corner three. No good. Rebound by Jeremy Anderson. Anderson passes it to Roberts, who takes the ball up the court. And Roberts passes to Callaway. Callaway for two. No good. Rebound by Anderson. Puts with the putback. Now Polk State with another three-pointer. No good also. Rebound by Jones. He passes it to Chandler Thomas. Thomas will be taking the ball up the court. Thomas gets a screen from Jones. Nearly loses the ball. Roberts recovers. Callaway drives to the lane. Connects for two. And the game is tied. Timeout by Polk State. We're back from our timeout after the Hawks went on a 6-2 run in less than 2 minutes. Polk State will inbound the ball. And now the Hawks Polk State for two. No good. Hawks showing really good defense early in this game. Sending blitzes with the traps. Callaway receives a screen from Anderson. Jones passes to Roberts. Roberts passes it to Callaway. Callaway drives to us. He doesn't drive. He passes it to little man Anderson. Anderson drives to the hoop. No good, but foul on Polk State. Anderson will shoot 2 free throws now with a chance to take the lead. We're now back from our under 16 media timeout. Anderson is on the line with 2 free throws. If he makes even one of them, the Hawks will take the lead. First free throw is good. Second free throw also good. Polk State passing the ball around. They drive, kick it out to the corner. Three-pointer connects from distance. And Callaway spins. Passes out to Roberts. Roberts fakes, passes to Callaway. Callaway shakes and bakes. Passes to Roberts. Roberts drives to mid-range pull-up. No good. No foul call. Polk State with the rebound. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Polk State gets the bucket for 2. Callaway gets trapped. Passes to Aaron Jones. Jones passes to Anderson. No good, but nearly off. Got his own rebound back. Polk State with the ball. And blocked by Jones. Thomas with the rebound. And Thomas drives in the lane for 2. Timeout by Polk State. Now back from my timeout. Polk State inbounded the ball. Now Polk State hands the ball off to the wing. Nearly loses the ball. And Polk State drives. Shot from the top of the key and it's good. Now, Day Thomas drives to the rack. Tough basket, and it's good for 2. Now Polk State tries to answer back with a 2, but gets a foul call instead. And now it's 2 free throws for them. First free throw is good. And Dawson Eaton subs in for Aaron Jones. Second free throw is good. And now Thomas passes to White. White passes it back to Dede Thomas. Dede passes it inside for Lil Man Anderson. Pass back to Dede for three. Offensive rebound by Reggie White. Dawson Eaton passes it to Lil Man Anderson. Anderson kicks it out to Roberts. Roberts who kicks it out to White. White passes it back to Roberts. Roberts drives to the hoop. Kicks it out to Dede Thomas who passes it to Reggie White for three. No good. Offensive rebound by Dede Thomas. What tenacious effort. And the foul call goes on Polk State. Hawks retain possession. Thomas passes it to Jeremy Anderson. Anderson kicks it out to Matthew Roberts. Roberts gets the screen from Anderson. Roberts passes it to Dawson Eaton at the top of the key. Dawson for three. No good. Rebound by Polk State. Reggie White guarded him from 94 feet. And now Polk State trying to set up their offense. And Polk State gets a one-pass three-pointer. No good from the corner. Rebound by Reggie White. And now White hands the ball out to Dede Thomas. Thomas between the legs. Passes down low for Eaton with a hook shot. No good. But, rebound by Polk State. And now Polk State takes a three-pointer at the top of the key and it's good. Connects from distance, but the Eagles have a 7-point lead. And now Reggie White passes it to Matthew Roberts, who passes it to Jeremy Anderson. Passes it back to Roberts, back to White. White drives to the lane. Foul call. Reggie White with a chance to make 2 free throws. And we'll now go with our under 12 media timeout. We're now back from our under 12 media timeout. The Hawks lineup: Dominic Wright, Dede Thomas, Dawson Eaton, Reggie White, and Chandler Thomas. First free throw, nothing but net from Reggie White. Second free throw is good. And Aaron Jones comes into the game for Dawson Eaton. Now Polk State passing out to the corner for three. Blocked by Chandler Thomas. Polk State with the offensive rebound. Now they pass it around, trying to look for an open shot. For two. Good contest by Aaron Jones. No good. Rebound by Dominic Wright. Reggie White passes the ball to Dede Thomas. Dede passes it to Chandler Thomas. to Chandler. Passes it to Reggie White. Who passes it to Dominate Right. Passes it to Dede Thomas, who drives. Kicks it out to Dominate Right at the elbow. Passes it back to Chandler Thomas, who spins. Passes it to Dede Thomas at the wing. Shot clock winding down. Thomas passes it to Chandler Thomas. Shot clock expires. Polk State ball. Now Polk State with the ball. Dede Thomas defending on the backcourt. Tip by Dede Thomas, nearly went out of bounds. Now Polk State for three. Should have been an illegal screen. Offensive rebound by Polk State. No good. Rebound by Aaron Jones. Foul call on Polk State. That'll be Polk State's third team foul. Right inbounding the ball to Dede Thomas. Reggie White with the ball. Passes it back to Dede Thomas. Thomas passes it to Chandler Thomas. Alley for Reggie White, no good. Polk State ball. And now Polk State passes the ball to the corner. Nearly was a turnover. Now a pull up on the elbow, and that's good for two. Dominate Right with the ball. Passes it to Dede Thomas. Thomas passes it to White. White passes it to Chandler Thomas. Chandler. Setback mid-range pull-up, no good. Rebound by Polk State. Polk State drives to the rack. Gets fouled by Reggie White. And Trey Calloway comes in for Reggie White. Now the Eagles inbound. Quick three-pointer. No good. Rebound by Trey Calloway. Calloway receives the screen from Jones. Passes it to Thomas. Receives a screen from Wright. Stolen by the Eagles. Now it's a fast break, but the Hawks get back in time. But they pass to the corner for three, and it's good. Ten-point game. Dede Thomas passes to Calloway. Calloway receives a screen from Jones. Passes it to Thomas. Dominate Right. Passes it to Dede Thomas. Dede for three. Good. Connects from distance. Stolen by Calloway. Calloway drives to the lane. No good. Rebound by Chandler Thomas. And it's tipped multiple times, but no good. But stolen by Chandler Thomas again. Euro steps. And one by Chandler Thomas. And now we'll go with our under 8 media timeout. The Hawks down 5, but with a chance to knock down the and-one free throw to make it a 4-point game. We're back from our under 8 media timeout. Chandler Thomas at the free throw line. It's still anybody's game. And one free throw, no good. Rebound by the Eagles. And now the Eagles driving to the lane. They pass to the corner, pass to the wing. They're passing the ball around to get an open three-pointer. And it's good for three. They got what they were looking for. However, the Hawks will answer back. Now Day Thomas. Passes it to Chandler Thomas. Then passes it to Day. Stolen by the Eagles. Stolen by Dominic Wright. Jump ball. Looks like the Eagles will retain possession. Jeremy Anderson subs in for Day Thomas. Matthew Roberts subs in for Dominic Wright. The Eagles go around the screen. And it seems like a foul is called against the Hawks. That'll be against Trey Calloway. Now the Eagles are going to inbound the ball under their own basket. Seems like they needed to fix the clock for a second. And now the game will resume. The Eagles pass the ball at the corner. Quick three-pointer, no good. However, rebound by Aaron Jones. Jones passes to Callaway. He passes it to Thomas. Thomas drives to the lane. Hop steps, but they call travel violation. Eagles ball. And now Callaway playing defense against the Eagles. 94 feet. Another quick three-pointer. No good. Rebound by Callaway. Callaway slows it down, passes it to Matthew Roberts, who passes it to Chandler Thomas. Thomas bounce pass to Aaron Jones. Thomas from the elbow, no good. Rebound by the Eagles. And now, seems like it's a not shooting foul, but never mind, it was a personal foul by Jeremy Anderson. And the Eagles get the inbound. Pass it to the wing. Fumbles the ball. Stolen by, it seems to be Matt Roberts who stole the ball. I could be wrong. Now Callaway from the wing. Passes it to Thomas. Thomas passes it to Aaron Jones for two, and it's good. The Hawks trapping the Eagles. They get out of it. They pass to the corner. Bounces out the rim. They didn't get the lucky bounce that they wanted. Rebound by Anderson. Now Callaway passes it to Thomas. Callaway passes to Roberts. Roberts throws the alley to Aaron Jones. No good. However, Callaway saves it with the floater and it's good. 4-point game. And it seems like they call a foul on Trey Callaway. They're saying that he pushed him. Dawson Eaton and Dede Thomas will check into the game for Aaron Jones and Trey Callaway. Now the Eagles from the wing, three-pointer, no good. Rebound by Chandler Thomas. Thomas surveying the court. Gets a screen from it. Dawson Eaton, who passes it to Lil Man Anderson, no good. Offensive rebound by Anderson, and it's good. What tenacious effort on the glass. Now, the Eagles pass it to the opposite corner for three. And they got the three-pointer that they wanted. Now Thomas with the ball, passes it to Matt Roberts. Roberts passes it to Dede Thomas. Thomas passes it to Roberts. Roberts drives to the lane. Gets fouled in the process with a chance to make it a three-point game with 2 free throws. We will now go with our under 4 media timeout. I will be back after this break. Now we're back from our under 4 media timeout. Matthew Roberts on the line with a chance to make it a 3-point game if he makes 2 free throws. First one is good. Second free throw, no good. 4-point game. Eagles with a rebound. Eagles. It seems like the clock did not start. So the refs momentarily stop. Dominic Rice subs in for Dawson Eaton. Where's the Hawks nearly got the ball, but they get the rebound instead after a missed 3 from Polk State. Now Chandler Thomas hands the ball off to Dede Thomas. And they call a foul against Polk State. Chandler Thomas will inbound the ball. Thomas inbounds it to Roberts. Roberts passes it to Wright. Wright nearly loses the ball. However, saved by Anderson. Anderson gets fouled in the process of shooting. And will have a chance to make it a 2-point game at the line. That'll be 17 fouls on Polk State. And now, Jeremy Anderson on the line. First free throw is good. Makes the second free throw. It's now a 2-point game. Aaron Jones subs in for Dominic Wright. Now the Eagles crossing half court. Now they size up, pass to the corner, then to the wing. Drive, passes it to the opposite wing for three-pointer. Connects. No. Dede Thomas passes it to Chandler Thomas. Chandler passes it to Matthew Roberts. Roberts passes it to Dede Thomas. Thomas penetrates the lane. Kicks it out to Roberts for three. No good. Rebound by the Eagles. The Eagles pass it out for another three-pointer. No good. Rebound by Chandler Thomas. And Thomas goes all the way with the made basket. Now the Hawks nearly got the steal. The Eagles kicks out for a corner three. Basket, no good. Good contest from Aaron Jones. Rebound by Anderson. And Thomas is now taking the ball up the court. Jones gets a personal foul called against him. That'll be 16 fouls on the Hawks. And Dominic Wright subs in for Aaron Jones. The Eagles cross half court. And they pass for a quick three-pointer. No good. Rebound by Anderson. Now Dede Thomas drives to the lane. Gets fouled. Now Thomas with a chance to make it a 1-point game if he makes both free throws. First free throw rings out, no good. He can still make this a 2-point game if he makes this second free throw. Second free throw, nothing but net. 2-point game. Dawson Eaton subs in for Dominic Wright. It's 55 seconds left before the half. Tipped by Chandler Thomas. Still the Eagles' ball. Polk State gets a two-pointer in the lane. Now Dede Thomas passes it to Matt Roberts, who passes it back. Dede behind the back passes it to Chandler Thomas. Thomas gets fouled, and he's slow to get up. Helped up by his teammates. Thomas was fouled hard and will shoot 2 free throws. First free throw. Smooth as silk. 3-point game. Second free throw, also good. Now it's a 2-point game. Tyson Miller subs in for Dawson Eaton. It seems that Thomas was bleeding. But he will momentarily be patched up and will return to the game. Reggie White will sub in for Chandler Thomas as he's continuing to get patched up. But he will still return to the game, whether it be next possession or the next half. The Eagles get a quick three-pointer. No good. Offensive rebound. You get a made basket. That foul will be against Jeremy Anderson. The Eagles with a chance to make it a 5-point game. Looks like a lane violation, so they will not get the free throw. 29 seconds left in the game. The Hawks, if they wanted to, could dribble this out, but they would look to score. Dede Thomas passes it to Matthew Roberts. Roberts will pass to White. White passes to Roberts. Fake passes, but passes it to Dede Thomas. Thomas, between the legs, passes to Roberts. Roberts passes to Miller. Matthew Roberts for 3. No good. And now that'll be the half. Your South Georgia State Hawks are down 4. However, this is still anybody's game. It is only a 4-point game, and I will return after the half. We now return from halftime. It's a 4-point game, 39-35. The Eagles are winning. However, there's still 20 minutes left until the final buzzer. Hawks will receive the ball for the second half. Jeremy Anderson inbounding. And Callaway with the ball. Passes it to Thomas. Chandler pass to Jeremy. Now Trey Callaway passes it to Chandler Thomas. Thomas, step back, step through. Pass to Lil Man Anderson for 2. Now, it's 2-point game. The Eagles gets a mid-range pull-up, but they call a foul against Chandler Thomas. They say that Chandler hit his forearm, and Eric Daly would shoot 2 shots at the line. First shot, no good. Second shot is good. 3-point game. Chandler Thomas passes it to Matthew Roberts. Roberts passes to Callaway. Callaway passes to Jones. Jones passes it to Thomas. Shot clock winding down. 5 seconds left. Thomas dribbles to the lane, and they call a foul against Polk State. Hawks will inbound under their own goal at the baseline. Nope, never mind. They will inbound from the sideline. And Thomas inbounds to Roberts. Roberts passes it back to Thomas. Thomas passes to Callaway. Callaway pump fake, drives to the lane. Scoop layup and it's good. 1-point game. Eagles crosses half court. Seems they want the 3-pointer. Do they get it? No good, but however, they get the offensive rebound. Good defense from Lil Man Anderson, and he gets the rebound. Passes it to Callaway. Callaway back dribbles to the 3-point line. Hawks set up their play. Now Callaway passes to Roberts. Roberts passes to Callaway. Callaway passes to Lil Man Anderson for 2. No good. Rebound by the Eagles. Now the Eagles drive to the lane. However, blocked by Aaron Jones. Chandler Thomas drives and gets fouled in the process while in shooting motion. Now Thomas has the chance to take the lead for the Hawks if he makes 2 free throws. If he makes 1, he'll tie. First one, no good. Second free throw is good. Whoa, they call a foul on Trey Callaway. And the Eagles, no good for 2. Thomas with the rebound. Thomas passes to Callaway. Callaway drives to the lane. No good. Rebound by Lil Man Anderson. Puts it up for 2. Hawks take the lead. Seems like there's a wet spot on the court. The refs momentarily pause the game. Dede Thomas comes in for Trey Callaway. And now Eagles for 3, no good. Rebound by Aaron Jones. And Thomas passes it to Dede Thomas. Now Dede passes it to Chandler Thomas. Chandler passes it to Reggie White. Ball tip to Lil Man Anderson. And he makes the basket for 2. Now the Eagles tries to go for a wide open 3 at the top of the key. No good. Offensive rebound. That one was good. Two-point game. Now, Chandler Thomas thought it was a foul call, but they call a jump ball against the Hawks, it seems. But we'll go with our under 16 media timeout. I will be back after the break. We're now back from our under 16 media timeout. The Polk State Eagles are inbounding the ball. They're down 2. They try to get a quick score in. However, Aaron Jones denies it. Great D by the Hawks. Polk State retains possession. They inbound the ball from the baseline. Now they try to get stolen by Chandler Thomas, though. Thomas jams it with authority with 2 hands. Now the Eagles, they're trying to answer back. The question is, will they get it? But Dede Thomas says no. 2-on-1 fast break. Chandler Thomas to the lane with his left. And the Eagles answer back with a two of their own. It seems like one Hawk was slow to get up. It was Day Thomas, but he's good. He says he does not need to get subbed out. He's built for this. The Trey Calloway comes in for Day. Now Trey Calloway setting up the offense right now. Screen by Aaron Jones. Calloway passes to Little Man for a mid-range shot. No good. Rebound by the Eagles. The Eagles take an elbow jumper, and it bounces in for two. Now Chandler passes to Lil Man Anderson. Goes up. Gets fouled in the process. And we'll be able to have a chance to extend the lead with these two free throws. First free throw is good. Second free throw also good. Hawks lead by 4. But the Hawks nearly get the steal at the half-court line. The Eagles try to get a two, but no good. Rebound by Chandler Thomas. It's now a fast break. Thomas passes it to Reggie White. White passes it to Matthew Roberts at the opposite wing. Roberts passes to Calloway. Calloway fake hands off to Roberts. Calloway still has the ball. He shakes. Passes it to Thomas. Thomas drives to the lane and one! With a scoop layup. The Hawks are rolling now. Thomas with a chance to extend the lead with his free throw. Chandler Thomas makes the free throw. And extends the lead. It seems like the ref has given the bench the warning for the Hawks. The Eagles inbound the ball. Roberts guarding the ball carrier. Eagles with a quick three-pointer. No good. Rebound by Anderson. Now, Day Thomas with the ball. Day passes to Chandler. Chandler hands the ball out to Roberts. Roberts hands the ball out to White. White bounce passes to Thomas at the corner. Thomas does multiple between the legs. Size up. Misses, but rebound by Reggie White. Hawks on the 9-0 run. And the Eagles force a shot. No good. Rebound by Chandler Thomas. Day open court fast break. Easy two. The Hawks are now up 11. The Hawks are rolling right now. The Eagles are getting flustered. And it seems they call a foul, but it was great defense by the Hawks. The Eagles cannot handle the Hawk pressure right now. Dominic Wright subs in for Jeremy Anderson. The Eagles inbound the ball. Take a two-pointer inside the paint, and it's good. Thomas with the ball. Passes it to White, who passes it to Day Thomas. Day passes it to Matthew Roberts. Roberts passes it to Chandler Thomas. Chandler passes it to Dominic Wright at the corner. Wright hands the ball off to Day Thomas. Thomas takes a three. No good. Rebound by Matthew Roberts. And it seems like the ref says that it did not, that the ball didn't hit the rim. So and now he wants the clock to be reset it to 6 seconds. And now the Hawks take a timeout. We're back from the timeout. Day Thomas is inbounding the ball. He inbounds to Lil Man Anderson. Shot clock winding down. Matthew Roberts from three. No good. Rebound by the Hawk. Not by the Eagles. The Eagles passes out to the three-point line. Now they penetrate the lane. And they don't get the basket. The ball goes out of bounds. Hawks will now have possession. And now Thomas with the ball. Nearly loses it, but gives it to Day Thomas. Day hands the ball off to Matthew Roberts. Roberts spins inside the mid-range. Bounce pass to Lil Man Anderson for two, and it's good. 11-point lead for the South Georgia State Hawks. The Eagles nearly lose the ball. However, he Euro steps into the lane. No good. Rebound by the Eagles. Now Reggie White defending from the corner. They pass it inside to the, but the ball was ripped out. But yet they call a reach-in foul by Chandler Thomas. Shot clock will be reset to 20 seconds. And they will be inbounding the ball from their baseline under the basket. Nearly a 5 second. However, they get the ball off. They don't get it. because of great defense by Lil Man and Chandler Thomas with the rebound. Now Thomas passes it to Lil Man for him to cross up the court. Dede Thomas with the ball. Shot clock at 15. Now Thomas drives to the lane with his left and gets fouled in the process. 2 free throws for him. First free throw is good. Now the Hawks are up 12 against the Eagles. Dede Thomas goes 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. Extends the Hawks lead to 13. 10 minutes left. The Eagles with the ball. And Trey Calloway comes back in for Dede Thomas. The Eagles loses the ball, stolen by Lil Man Anderson. Calloway with the ball in the fast break. Passes it to Reggie White with a reverse layup. No good. Rebound by Matthew Roberts. Gets blocked. However, Hawks retain possession. Calloway inbounds the ball to Jeremy Anderson for 2. And now the Eagles are about to cross half court. The Eagles are taking it inside. However, jump ball by Jeremy Anderson. Great D. Hawks with the ball. Now, Calloway passes the ball back to Reggie White. White passes it to Calloway. Calloway passes it to Chandler Thomas. Thomas drives into the lane, gets fouled in the process. It's a blocking foul against the Polk State Eagles. That'll be 16 fouls against Polk State. Not yet into the bonus, but nearing it. One more foul. Thomas will inbound the ball. We'll go with the Polk State timeout. We're back from the timeout. Chandler Thomas inbounding the ball. Fake passes it a couple times before he bounce passes it to Matthew Roberts. Roberts backs his man down but gets fouled in the process while he was shooting. Roberts with a chance to extend the lead to 17 for the Hawks. Actually, no. First free throw, no good for Roberts. Second free throw is good. Hawks lead by 16. Dede Thomas subs in for Roberts. Now, stolen by Trey Calloway. Nearly stolen. However, the ball spun out of bounds. It seems that Jeremy Anderson accidentally slid into the crowd. Eagles retain possession. And now they try to get into the lane. No good. Rebound by Reggie White. Callaway passes it to Thomas. Thomas passes it back to Callaway. Callaway spins. Takes a jump shot from the elbow. No good. Rebound by the Eagles. However, the Hawks are trapping, and they lose the ball. Hawks will now have the ball. Great D from Jeremy Anderson and Davion Thomas. Chandler Thomas will inbound the ball for South Georgia. Callaway with a tween cross, hop steps. Gets blocked in the process, however, Hawks retain possession as the ball goes out of bounds. Hawks. Dede Thomas inbounds the ball to Reggie White. White kicks out to Chandler Thomas for a three-pointer, and it connects from distance. Chandler Thomas extends the Hawks' lead to 19. The Eagles are getting rattled right now. And the Eagles try to answer back with a three-pointer of their own, and it's good. Dede Thomas takes the ball out for South Georgia. He passes it to Chandler Thomas. Chandler sizes up his opponent. Ball poked out of bounds, however, Hawks still have possession. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. The Hawks will need to get something out fast. Now Dede inbounds the ball to Lil Man. Lil Man passes it back. Dede drives into the lane with a floater, and it's good. And it's stolen by Chandler Thomas. Thomas, is he going to shoot another three? No, he's going to pass it to Matthew Roberts. And now Chandler Thomas takes the ball to the rack for two. Now, the Eagles, they try to answer back with a score of their own. However, they lose the ball, stolen by Jeremy Anderson. Anderson slowing the pace down a little bit to try to chew the clock off. Dede Thomas with the ball near half court. It's a 20-point game for the Hawks. What relentless offensive prowess we have been seeing in the second half from South Georgia. Dede Thomas gets the screen from Jeremy Anderson, passes it to Chandler Thomas, who takes it all the way to the rack. No good. Rebound by the Eagles. The Eagles try to go on a fast break. They take a one-pass three-pointer. No good. Rebound by Reggie White. Reggie White passes it to Jeremy Anderson. Anderson passes it to Chandler Thomas, who goes all the way to the rack. He's going to finish. No good. However, rebound by the Eagles. They try to get an alley off. No good. Stolen by Dede Thomas. And the Hawks are going to slow it down here. They at least just need to cross the court so they avoid the 10-second violation. Dede Thomas behind the backs. Passes it to Matthew Roberts. Roberts in and out. Behind the back. Oh my goodness. Is he finishing? Yes, he does. Matthew Roberts with the off the dribble mid-range shot. Timeout by the Eagles. Hawks up by 22. We're now back. And the Eagles inbound the ball. Hawks are up 22. Seems like a no basket. Foul called against Tyson Miller. And now it seems like a foul called against Reggie White. So there's a wet spot on the court. Game will stop momentarily. Jeremy Anderson comes in for Trey Calloway. Now Polk State gets the inbound all the way to that backcourt. Tyson Miller playing on the ball defender. Polk State gets a three-pointer, no good. Rebound by Reggie White. White passes it to Dede Thomas. Thomas passes it to Roberts. Roberts passes it to Jeremy Anderson, who passes it to Reggie White. White drives to the hoop, passes it to Lil Man Anderson. Stolen by the Eagles. The Hawks get back in time. They try to get a corner three-pointer. Is no good. Rebound by Tyson Miller. Miller passes it to Day Thomas. 10-second violation against South Georgia. And Polk State inbounds the ball. Day Thomas on the ball handler. And they take a quick three-pointer, and it connects from three. Reggie White passes it to the corner for Lil Man Anderson. Jeremy Anderson passes it to Day Thomas. Thomas gets a screen from Roberts. Passes it to Jeremy Anderson. Day Thomas drives to the hoop. Passes it to Tyson Miller for two. Now the Eagles get a mid-range pull-up. And it's good, and they call a foul. We're now going with our under 4 and at media timeout. It will be our final media timeout of the game. We're now back from our media timeout. Polk State makes their free throw. 3 minutes and 19 seconds left in the game. Miller passes it to Roberts. Roberts passes it to Thomas. And now Thomas crosses half court. The Eagles try to send a trap, but Roberts passes it back to Thomas. Thomas is chewing the clock. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Thomas passes it to Miller. Gets fouled in the process. Tyson Miller with a chance to shoot 2 free throws and have the lead extended to 20. First free throw, no good from Miller. Second free throw Good from Miller. Miller goes 1 for 2 at the charity stripe. Chandler Thomas comes back in for Tyson Miller. The Eagles inbound the ball down 19. But they lose the ball. However, they call a foul against Matthew Roberts. It's a 1-and-1. So if he misses, they don't get another free throw. And now a rebound by the Hawks. The Eagles send a trap at Chandler Thomas. He passes out to Dede Thomas. Dede backs out to the three-point line. He continues to chew the clock. The Eagles send another trap out. Thomas passes the ball into one of the Eagles' defenders, and Hawks retain possession. Thomas inbounds it to Jeremy Anderson, who hands the ball back to Thomas. Gets a screen from Roberts. Thomas drives to the lane, block. However, offensive rebound by Jeremy Anderson. No good rebound by the Eagles. The Eagles get a three-pointer at the corner from the fast break, and it connects. It's 2 minutes left in the game. The Eagles down 16. Chandler Thomas. Satalia to a take from the trap. However, no foul call, but Reggie White is wide open. But Lil Man Anderson gets the ball and puts it in the hoop for 2. Dede Thomas is down, however. He gets up. Callaway comes in for Thomas, and Miller also comes in for Anderson, who is also in pain. And now the Eagles wanted a three-pointer, no good. However, ball tipped by Tyson Miller. Miller tips the ball again, stolen by Tyson Miller. Chandler Thomas driving to the hoop. Ball poked while he was shooting. However, the Hawks retained possession. 1:20 left on the clock. 24 seconds left on the shot clock. The Hawks can take their sweet time for their next bucket. Callaway inbounding the ball to Roberts. However, a foul is called against the Eagles. Tyson Miller will have 2 shots at the charity stripe. First free throw, no good. And they call a foul against Miller. They called it a blocking foul. And it's a 1-and-1. Foul count on both teams is 9. So they are both in the bonus. And the free throw is no good. And it bounces out of Dede Thomas's hands, so the Eagles retain possession. The Eagles inbound the ball, and they get a two-pointer. Now the Hawks lead has been cut to 16. Reggie White passes it to Matthew Roberts. Roberts passes it to Dede Thomas. Callaway dribbling the clock out. Nifty move. No good. Blocked by the Eagles. The Eagles on the 2-on-1 fast break. Gets fouled by Matthew Roberts. Thomas gets fouled by the Eagles, and it will send a trip down to the line since they are in the bonus. That'll be 10 team fouls from the Eagles. It'll be the double bonus, so Thomas will have 2 shots. First free throw is good. Second free throw is good. Jarvis Weaver and Garrett Orbetz comes into the game for Dede Thomas and Reggie White. Seems like the referee wants to fix the clock for a second. And now Polk State misses the 2-pointer. Rebound by Polk. And they get the 2-pointer. Callaway escapes the trap. And dribbles the clock out. Your South Georgia State Hawks go 2-0 for the weekend against St. Pete and Polk State Eagles. And the next game will be on January 3rd after Christmas break against North Florida Prep. That'll do it.